Hey everyone, it's Maria here. It's Wednesday. So I'm back today to talk a little bit about skincare and one product in particular because I think there's a bit of confusion around it because there are so many different products that, kind of do the same thing and they have different names now. But I'm here to talk about the classic product known as a toner. A lot of skincare sets in the past were sold with a toner, and you were told that you must have a toner for a variety of reasons. And, you know, the girl behind the counter would always try and sell it to you as part of the set. The toners, when they first, I guess, when they came out with the skincare test sets, they were meant to balance your pH. They were meant to, soothe your skin after cleansing and remove, I guess, any residue of the cleanser. So I think we're getting to be a little bit smarter now, about these products, and they have kind of morphed into flower waters, toning mists, etc. But, if you need to soothe after cleansing with another product, you have to wonder what it is that you cleansed with in the first place. If you need to balance your skin's pH after cleansing, you need to wonder again, what did you clean with? And also give your skin a bit of the benefit of the doubt, because your skin will actually balance its own pH out. You don't need another product to bring your skin back to its natural pH. That's the organ's job, right? You've heard skin is the biggest organ. It has a set of things to do. I don't really feel like I need to use one. My cleanser does what it's meant to do, and it doesn't actually strip my face or alter the pH. So, but I am kind of addicted with these. I have many of them, okay? These little bottles of flower waters, toning waters, call it whatever you want to call it, facial mists, spritz, whatever. They have so many different names. And I kind of wanted to give you just a different, just a different opinion on why you should be using one of these, okay? I use them, I love them, I use them for a variety of purposes, and I love the wide range of scents that they come in. And that can also be very personal, all right? Flower waters are made with distilled water, like so from roses or another flower or plant, okay? So that's why they're called flower waters. So for example, I have one here by Helena Lane, which is made on the West Coast. And for example, this one here is the rose and frankincense. It's one of my favorites, but for example, if you're not a rose person, this might not float your boat. So we have here, so this is like distilled, so it's a hydrosol, which is the water from a Bulgarian rose. It also has witch hazel, and then it has frankincense oil. And again, with all of this, it's going to be like personal, and right? I have one from Wildcraft. This is a balancing toner here. And this one, 100% organic, 100% natural, handmade in Toronto. And this is geranium and orange blossom. So it's great for combination skin. It will really, revive your skin. Smells amazing if you like oranges, especially, and geranium has a beautiful smell. And then I have one here. This is a purifying tonic. This is by Stark Skincare. And this one here is, I would probably say, it's purifying. So anyone who has a little bit more, redness or, gets, it's prone to blemishes, breakouts, this would probably be better for you because it has the cucumber, which has soothing qualities, and it also has the white willow bark, okay? Last but not least, witch hazel water. So this is a British brand called Neil's Yards. So something like this, it doesn't have the alcohol, but witch hazel water has its own astringent properties. So let's say that you notice that you get oily in your T-zone. So you could use something that has a bit more of the astringent qualities, and kind of spray it on a cotton pad and just do your T-zone. Stay away from any dry areas, especially, you know, as we get older, stay away from the eyes. So you just a light brush, okay, on a little cotton pad, you just go across and then down your T-zone. If you have any issues on the cheeks, maybe lightly do the cheeks and you're done. And you wouldn't do that every day. Maybe, you know, depends on how oily you get, but maybe 2 or 3 times a week. So that's one use for it. If you know that you actually are prone to breakouts, you know, get one with a more astringent property, so something like witch hazel, and kind of give yourself that little treatment a few times a week. Now, for the other uses for the flower waters or toning mists, and I should say they're not all called flower waters because some of them don't contain flowers. For example, it could have cucumber, it could have green tea, it could have caffeine, right? So I think that's the distinction there of the name. But a way that I like to use it in the morning, sometimes I'm kind of like a cat and maybe I don't feel like getting my face wet immediately when I get up. But I also have to remove my night creams and skincare that I put on the night before. So I will take one of these flower waters, so probably something like the rose one, the rose frankincense, or the Wildcraft geranium and orange, and I would spray a little cotton pad and I would use it as a quick cleanser. All right, so let's say you have no time, alarm didn't go off, or you don't feel like, you know, okay, it's a crazy day, you're not going to shower, you don't feel like going through the whole water, face cloth, whatever it is you do to cleanse. So spray a little cotton pad, quickly give your face a cleanse. That's it, and then you can continue with your cream and makeup. So that's another way to use it. Then, of course, you know, you can use it as part of your skincare. So let's say you've cleansed, all right? So this is the third way. So we talked about the astringent. We talked about using it as a quick cleanser. Another way to use it would be to, you know, to actually keep it in order with your skincare. So you would cleanse your face, and then if you actually pat dry, now your face is dry and the rest of the products are not going to absorb as well. So any serum or even your face cream should go on a lightly damp face. Well, you can make your face slightly damp with one of these. So you would kind of, you know, tilt your face back and just kind of spray, get your skin to be dewy, moist, damp, and then apply your skincare. You're going to find that your cream goes so much further. You need a little bit of cream. Now, because you're wet, it's going to apply and kind of spread. So you're saving product with your skincare actually by using one of these facial mists. A fourth way, so we've covered 3 already. A fourth way would be to just keep it, trying to find one that's in a smaller bottle, or just get a bigger bottle and just, you know, buy a little spritz bottle from, I don't know, a health food store. Keep it in your bag. I do that in the summer, and in the summer I also keep it in the fridge. So in the middle of the day when you're feeling super hot, or in the winter when it's really dry inside, you pull this out of your bag and you just spray yourself. And yes, you would do it over makeup, for example. Okay, like this. And it just seriously gives you a little bit of pick-me-up. It adds instant hydration to your face, and it actually sets your makeup, which can actually be the 5th way to use it, right? But you can just like lightly press it. It doesn't do anything to your makeup. Your makeup will not run, but you are actually adding moisture. Excellent also for the plane. Keep one of these little things in your purse. But find something that you really love, because the minute you spray it, seriously, it's like heavenly water falling down onto your skin. So it has to be a scent you really, really love, whether it's oranges, like orange blossom in the Wildcraft toner, or rose and frankincense for Helena Lane, or a more kind of like earthy scent, you know, with the willow bark in Stark's skincare. So ways to incorporate this. I mean, I could go on and on. You know, you can thin down your moisturizer instead of, you know, water. You could do it in your hand and kind of thin that down. Let's say your cream is too thick and you want a lighter application. You can also thin that down with a bit of flower water or a toning mist. Yeah, so I would love to hear your thoughts. If you don't know what to do with those things, there's so many ways to use them, and they really smell wonderful, and they're such a quick way for a little pick-me-up, you know, when you're feeling kind of that afternoon slump, or you need to kind of wake up in the morning, you know, choose something that has a bit of an essential oil that's a bit more invigorating, and seriously, you're gonna instantly feel refreshed. Your skin is gonna look dewy and healthy and moist, which is what you want. We are not supposed to be matte and flat all over. You're supposed to have that kind of glowy sheen, and you can really quickly give yourself that with the toning mist. So that's all I have to say about that, because I want to leave you with that so you can think about it and make it your own, and I don't want to confuse you. But if you have any questions about anything I said, you know, drop me a line in the comments. And I also have a write-up that I did some months ago now about a toner, like why you need it to be part of your skincare. However, I don't think I included on my blog all the different uses, you know, that I described today. So if you're more into reading and you think it's going to kind of sit with you and register, you can also head over to my blog and try and find that post that's called "Why Should a Toner Be Part of My skincare routine." All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome hump day. And I'll see you here next week. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.